Welcome to an exciting edition of Hidden in the Universal Vault. I'm Ron, your host, and I thought we'd go ahead and we're going to take a look at a film. This is a movie that has, talk about a big all-star cast and a director that I'm actually starting to like a lot. This is actually released in, so the movie is an action film. It stars Ben Affleck, Jason Bateman, Common, Andy Garcia, Alicia Keys, Ray Liotta, Jeremy Piven, alongside Ryan Reynolds, 2007's Smokin' Aces. Now, Smokin' Aces is a movie that I really wanted to check out because I thought they had this movie on DVD, and I even double-checked to make sure, and it turned out I didn't have it at all in the collection. So I thought, you know what? And I saw this at my buddy, I saw this at Steve's. He's the guy to go and get all my, do all my thrifting on stuff. And I thought this looked pretty cool. It's actually directed by Joe Carnahan, Joe Carnahan, who has directed a few films for the studio. He would later direct The Grey in 2012, and more recently for Open Road Production with Cop Shop, which are two movies I own and two movies I'm going to cover. But let's actually talk about Smokin' Aces, because I really wanted to see this. And let's actually talk about the film. So Smokin' Aces centers around, the movie centers around Jeremy Piven. He plays a man named Buddy Ace Israel. He's a Las Vegas magician, sort of like David Copperfield, and how David Copperfield, or much like David Copperfield or Siegfried and Roy, all those big magicians, Chris Angel, sort of like those magicians, David Blaine. I mean, I can go on and talk about many magicians, but he's this magician, and basically we got Ryan Reynolds, who is a cop, whose partner, played by Ray Liotta. This would be the second time he collaborated with Ray Liotta since the first movie he directed, Narc, in 2002. But let me tell you something, this movie is great. So basically, that's the gist of it. Then we got another pair of assassins, one of them played by Ben Affleck, and I'm going to get to my opinion on Ben Affleck. So basically, he meets up Ben Affleck, not really Ben, he doesn't meet up with him, but they talk about Ben Affleck, and he talks about Buddy Israel, or Ace, as he is in this. So they talk about him. I'm sorry, guys. Let me loosen up a little bit. So they talk about them. We'll talk about him. So then we later get two female assassins, Alicia Keys and Taraja Henson. It's Taraja P. Henson, but here she's credited as Taraja Henson. So we meet up with these two girls, and they're hired by another woman who says, we need you to go down there. Then we get Common, who plays sort of like an assistant to Jeremy Piven's character, something like that. So then we get these other assassins known as the Tremors. One of them's played by a future Captain Kirk, Chris Pine. He plays the leader of that group. So we get them, and then we get another batch of characters that they had to head out to Las Vegas. So they head out to Las Vegas in the movie. So they head out there, and now it's just tons and tons of action. And Peter Berg's in the movie. Yeah, the director. The director of this movie, Peter Berg, plays a guy named Pistol Pete. So, yeah, here's the thing. But yeah, something like that. So that's really the gist of what this is. It's a gangster movie, but it's a gangster movie that feels like a gangster film. And that's what makes this not only unique, but actually a masterpiece. This movie is a masterpiece. It is great. And I wasn't bored with this movie. I just thought it was just incredible. So, wall-to-wall action. Ryan Reynolds, like I said, he's this head. He's the head guy. Oh, I forgot to mention Andy Garcia. See, Buddy is trying to become a person on the witness protection list for the FBI. So basically, he's trying to get on that. But Andy Garcia, who plays this sort of... Ryan Reynolds' boss is Andy Garcia, and his job is to make sure that these people don't kill him. So, it is so good. Like, the idea of him playing the cards and that kind of stuff. The action where it picks up is where Buddy throws a card at Common's character. He hits him right in there, almost missing his eye, and he starts firing. And soon the SWAT comes in and says, put down that weapon, you're a dead man. And then he puts down the weapon. It is crazy. The best actor, the whole cast is incredible. But the person who I think steals the show is Common. I forgot how great Common is in it. Common, to be honest, is the best. Probably, I love Common's character. I mean, he's sympathetic, but you also think about him the most. And it's just, the location is great. And it's just so much fun. I just love everything about it. Is there anything I missed about this? Not really, I don't think. But yeah, see, they're trying to get, what it says on the back is, after $1 million contract is put out on him, Ace tries to pull one of the greatest despicable, it's not despicable, it's disappearing act before a rogues gallery ex-cons. That's what I forgot to mention. They're not really assassins, they're more convicts. They're more ex-convicts. Also, interesting enough, we get some stars that would become big-name stars. Like, Joel Edgerton appears in the movie. But it's weird. There's a lot of, like, gross-out stuff. Like, not to give away, but Joel Edgerton's character gets shot in it. So, basically, they mold face by putting a clay mold into him. So, to disguise. It's crazy. I mean, the ending is so sad. It made me think the way I look at how this movie ends. And just that ending alone is just so good. This movie is just great. The cast is incredible. I had fun with Smoking Aces. I think it's great for what it is. I don't really have much to say about this movie. Though, let's actually talk about what I was going to say. If there's one complaint I have with the film, is the fact that for some reason Ben Affleck gets top billing. But that's the problem. He's barely even in the movie. He's in it for about a minute, and all of a sudden, Chris Pine and his buddies gun him down. They gun him down, they gun Peter Berg down, another guy. That's it. He's barely in it. Why couldn't they have Ryan Reynolds be the lead? That's really my only complaint. He's like, they give him top billing in the film. If you can see his name right there, he's top billing. Oh, I forgot to mention Jason Bateman plays the weirdest character. Okay, this happens in the film. So they basically, Affleck, Berg, and some other guy, they go into Jason Bateman's apartment. And they basically interrogate him and ask him questions. We cut back to him, and for some reason, Bateman's character is wearing a bra. No joke. He's wearing a bra in the film. I don't know. I just find it weird for an actor like Bateman. Whatever. It's weird, but I kind of wanted to bring that up. It's very strange. Oh, Bateman plays Rip. I think it's Rip. But yeah, that scene alone, the whole cast is just incredible. Like I said, so there were some characters I would have left out. I don't think I would have left Jason Bateman out of the movie. He's only in it for about a couple minutes. Ben Affleck you could have took out. He's only in there for about a minute, then he gets gunned down by Pine. There's one scene near the end. I'm not going to tell you the actual ending, but I'm going to tell you a few spots in the film, so might be partial spoiler. There's a scene where another guy, he basically goes into the, he's out there in the middle I want to say the desert, and meets up this kid who does kung fu. So he's doing kung fu like that, and literally, basically the kid's on Ritalin. So basically he sees about a Ritalin, and you can see his thingy like coming up. So he looks, it's Ritalin. So he goes out, and the grandmother disciplines the kid. He's eating an ice cream sandwich, and he chucks it in the bathtub. That's just gross. So he's looking at the box of stuff, and what do you know? The guy finds a handgun in there, and then he's like, "Oh, my husband hasn't used that for a while." So he's like looking like shaking like that. So he takes it essentially. So I think I mentioned everything about the film. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I said? Like I said, the only negative I would have said was take Jason Bateman out and take Ben Affleck out. Take them two out, and the movie is still great. The movie is going to get my highest rating. So without that, so yeah, I can highly recommend Smokin' Aces. Definitely check this movie out if you haven't. I forgot to mention, there actually is a prequel that was released in 2010 called Smokin' Aces 2 Assassin's Ball, and that had Vinnie Jones. If I do pick it up, I'm definitely going to check it out. So as of now, this movie right here is going to make it on my best list at the end of the year. It is so good, so much fun. I had a blast. The acting is great. The cast is amazing. Joe Carnahan. Joe Carnahan. You talk about a director. Holy crap, is he great. Like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing more that this director has done. Like I said, I own The Grey. I own Cop Shop. I'm going to check them two out eventually, because if it's just as good as this, I look forward to more of his stuff. So anyways, yeah, that's the review of Smokin' Aces. I'm going to give Smokin' Aces an automatic 5 out of 5. Check this movie out, guys, if you haven't. It's great. It's fun. There's tons that you can have with this. Just please watch the movie. It's very tragic, but in the same run, you kind of get to grow and love these characters. So definitely check this movie out. So that's my review of Smokin' Aces. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you do like the content of the channel, click the subscribe button, click the bell, like, comment, and let me know what you guys think of Smokin' Aces. Like I said again, I'm also on Letterboxd, so you guys can check me out there if you want to. I rate tons of movies on there, and if you like the content, I have plenty other reviews on the channel. So yeah, go check out Smokin' Aces, guys. It's great. So I'm going to bid you guys a good night, and as always, keep watching those Universal movies, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.